Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Good morning. Did you get inspired, Kim?
I picked out fabric. That was it.
That's about as far as I want to hear everybody's ideas before I commit. Good morning, Joanne.
Good morning. How's everyone?
Morning, Darren.
Good. How are you?
Good.
We'll give everybody a minute or two to get in. Boy, that's pretty fabric, Dara. What kind of material is that?
It's rayon challis.
Wow.
Not a great color on me up at my face, but I'm thinking I can mix it into something else. That's my plan, maybe.
Mhm. It's really pretty.
Thank you.
Who are we missing that we know wanted to participate in this? What about Casey?
Well, Casey was busy on our house, isn't she? Trying to work on that.
Probably shoveling something. That woman does more work than I've done in my whole life in like a week.
Isn't it cool? And that's because she wakes up so early to meet us. She's got a 3-hour jump on us. Right? Like when we're getting out of bed, she's already, if at the same time for her, she would already be 3 hours ahead of us.
Mhm.
Hi, Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Can you hear us okay? Oh,
Oh, you're
muted.
muted.
Let's see, Austin. Oh, did you get it?
You hear me now?
Yes, we can. Welcome to the Sewing Club.
Thank you.
First, tell us about your background picture and then tell us where you're calling from.
All right, my background. I grew up with a mom who sewed all of our clothes. I didn't take instruction from her though. We didn't, that was a no-no. But I had home ec, had Mrs. Kellogg for home ec, did a little sewing, and then for years I did nothing. And then I started again, sewed for 10 years or 15, then I stopped. Then I started again. So it's been on and off, on and off. But now I'm active in the American Sewing Guild and do plenty of sewing now, mostly garment sewing. That's what I like to do.
Very nice. And are those your animals that we see in the background?
Oh, that's, I live in Florida, and that is a typical scene on the golf course. Those are sand cranes. They're very large, very large.
Wow.
Huge. Do they like people or do they kind of just keep to themselves?
They keep to themselves, but they're so used to us that they ignore us. They ignore us. And sometimes, you're trying to golf and they're right up there by the flag and you're afraid to hit them. You have to wait until they finally move.
Oh, yeah, that would be sad. We have a couple of people in the group from Florida. Did you say Southern Florida?
I'm in the Villages, Florida, Central Florida.
Okay, very nice. And who else lived in the Villages that was in the group? Is it Faye?
No, I go to the Villages. That's where my mom lives. So I go there
Okay.
like every 2 months.
That
And
must
those-
be what I was thinking.
Those sand cranes are like the stuff of my nightmares. They like make giant squawky flappy things sometimes that like sounds like someone's killing a human being outside.
They sound prehistoric.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know about these creatures.
They're-
Okay.
I don't know how big they are compared to like other big birds, but they are humongous. Like,
Like 5 feet tall?
oh yeah, like they're like at your
Really?
eye level. Yeah.
Wow.
they're big.
Like an emu.
Not that big.
I'd be scared of
Not
them.
Yeah. We don't have
Hey,
any,
Cheryl.
anything
Good
to.
morning. Happy June, everybody.
Yay! Summer has arrived.
Yes.
Highland. What's your cup say, Cheryl?
Oh, that's naughty.
Oh, it is? I must have just intuitively known that.
Yeah, my nephew bought it. Him and his wife bought it for me. It's an expression Italians use for a part of the body,
Okay.
but they use it like to say, oh, you know,
Gotcha.
oh, poop, you know. Ah,
Oh, I should have known better than to ask Cheryl.
oh dear.
Well, as Cheryl said, happy June and welcome to the first session in our mixed media. We have Kim to thank for this.
Who can't think of anything to make?
I'll give you
Yeah.
some of my stuff. My UFOs. Huh?
Yeah, this is Cheryl's the queen of mixed media. She's got this. Okay, so why don't we start with Cheryl and maybe she can inspire those of us that are uninspired. And then we'll go around the room like we do and see what everybody's thinking.
Sounds good. Cheryl has nothing to show you or tell you. I'm cleaning. I'm so excited. I started cleaning my downstairs where a lot of the work was, most of the work was. And I started that on Friday. On Saturday morning, I cried because I felt overwhelmed because I haven't had energy up until now since COVID. And I woke up again the next day and I was fine. And my husband was helping me. And we're almost finished downstairs. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing.
Just organizing down there, Cheryl, or?
Cleaning. I mean, it just, yeah.
Okay.
They didn't finish up until I started feeling kind of not good. And then of course I didn't have any energy. So now I do. Yeah, it's coming back. But yeah, organizing now I'm in the organizing stage. Everything's cleaned and I don't know where I'm gonna put anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
For
Yeah.
those of you that don't remember, this is Cheryl's new sewing space. So you can imagine what it's like to have your space. Joanne just went through that. To have your space in disarray, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's stressful.
Yeah, I'm up and down the stairs. I'm not sure where anything is.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Do you think you're gonna make something mixed media, Cheryl?
mixed media. I love that. I don't know. I don't know. I want to cut out Faye's Half Moon Bag today because I misunderstood the directions and I'm going to make it bigger, but I had cut it out wrong. Looking at the pattern pieces, I thought I was supposed to cut the fabric like that. You know, make the circle and then cut it in half. I was like, oh, I don't think this is right after I saw the video last evening. And speaking of the video, I wrote Andrea and said the end of that video was wonderful because everybody was saying what this Elements 3 sewing group has done for them. And I just want to say how it helped me emotionally get better from my illness.
Mhm.
So,
Oh.
and I have my
Very nice,
roller
Cheryl.
skates. I have my roller skates on, and I'm going to be hanging pictures and doing all kind of stuff later
Good.
today.
Oh, gosh.
Just
Cheryl.
enjoy it. Just enjoy
Yeah.
it. There's no
Yeah.
stress involved. Just enjoy
I-
it.
I'm reading a book, and I don't know how to say it in the dialect of one of the Indian languages, but it was like this was sent to me because it was the night of the day I was crying about being overwhelmed with everything. And it says, drop by drop, the ocean fills, rock by rock, the mountain grows.
Wow,
And-
Cheryl.
It's
Yep.
just an old saying. And I said, yeah, I needed this.
Yep.
Drop by drop, the ocean fills.
Rock by rock, the mountain grows.
So as soon as that's done, I'll be sewing, and mixed media is very tempting.
Good.
Is
Fun, right?
anything-
Because there's no rules.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask.
No rules. This is
I
your
like that.
territory.
Ooh,
Yeah, nice.
great.
Okay,
I can't wait to see what everyone's gonna make.
yeah, I'll show you what the materials that I have picked out. I do have a tentative pattern. It's at the studio, but it's a shirt that has like 3 different panels on the front, and then the
Mm,
sleeves are separate and the back is separate.
Wow,
I think the most segments that I could get out of one of the views was like 6. So that
Mm.
would be the most amount, Well, you know, and there could be trim and things. But these are the colors.
oh, good.
Little pile here. Let me try not to dump it in my coffee. Okay.
Ah,
Can you see the colors in them? Let me stand up.
yes, there's,
Okay, so I found this pretty lace on
oh,
clearance.
yeah.
And this is 3 yards and really wide. Like this could be gorgeous on the, you know, around the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I have that. And this was also
Oh,
like
I love that.
fun little polka dots. Then I still have this really wonderful corduroy.
Oh,
Can you
yes,
see
really?
this corduroy that I bought back in the fall? And then this is just awesome. knit.
Oh, I
Oh,
like that.
that's
I like that.
pretty.
Yeah, so I do
That's
feel like
nice
the mixed media
together.
kind of lends itself more to fall and cooler temperatures, right? Because there's so many layers.
Mm,
So I'm what if I could do anything, honestly, it would be a jacket.
yeah,
But I don't,
that's
they look
nice.
very, yeah, I have the pattern from that beautiful jacket that Dara made. Does anybody remember with the amazing lining?
Mhm.
No, I
You
might
don't
have.
remember, Dara?
No, which one?
I'm pretty sure this,
I make a lot of jackets. I'm like, what?
I think that this is it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, a bomber jacket. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
and I feel like I could do something fun with these with that, but I'm also torn between that shirt too. So that's what I'm thinking, but I'm still letting it simmer up.
what kind of a shirt?
The shirt is a t-shirt.
Ah,
Yeah, so like the cord might have to be just a very tiny amount, maybe around the neckline. I'm not sure. It
mhm.
might end up being like even piping. So it just looks kind of like velvet.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or
it does
chenille.
look like velvet on this Zoom here.
Oh, does it? Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be nice? You never did tell us. Did you receive all your velvet, Cheryl?
I have to call the lady. I've just been too busy.
Oh.
But I had called her a couple months ago and she said, why don't we wait until everybody has the vaccine and then, you know, you can feel safe coming down and I can feel safe. So I have to give her a call for say next week. I'm so excited to get it, but I don't know where I'm going to put it.
Yeah, get everything organized first
Yes,
before you
yes.
bring it home to yourself. Oh, I think you should make a giant poof ottoman from it, Cheryl. Wouldn't that be fun? You can make
If
2.
you come over and help me.
Yeah, you need a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Or
I
fluff,
think
I
your
should say.
jacket or your blouse is going to be so nice with those colors. They go together. It's so good.
I hope so. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. I'll keep refining the process this week. Okay. Does anybody else have a clear inspiration for theirs? Dara? Okay, you share.
Well, you know, I already made this once in the mixed with the
Yep.
the different challies. So
Ew.
I'm trying to decide what fabric. So I got out my challies and these are my solids.
Are you gonna, I'm sorry, you're gonna make that same pattern again? Is that
Yep,
what you're
same one
gonna-
again. And
Okay.
these are my prints.
Oh.
Wow.
Ah,
Now I have to go through and find one. I really love this one. And I had them out last week and thought I had it.
Ooh.
And
That's
then
wow.
Mhm.
This one came from Joann's a couple of years ago, and I went back to Joann's hoping to find some other ones. My Joann's has no challis at the moment.
I
So
know.
I don't
Mm,
know.
What
I might
fabric
have
is that? Is that a cotton or knit?
It's
or-
No, it's
Challis.
rayon challis.
That's a challis? Okay, okay.
And then I have this one, which is like
Ooh.
the exact reddish orange of,
Okay.
and
Mhm.
I would love to do it with like a black, but I don't have a black. The only black I have is like an ugly striped print that doesn't go with this in any way. I have a couple of solids. I have this like really bright one. It's not quite right.
Mm-mm.
no,
Like when
not
I
with the
It's
orange.
not quite right. So I don't
But
know.
maybe you can do some like thread embellishment in black or something like that on the fabric that's not quite right, but put the black in. It
Ooh,
might change it up with just embellishment.
Or I could even just do some like pieces of this on the blue.
Mhm.
Like,
Right.
like,
Just something that, yeah,
maybe
brings
some
it in.
reverse applique or something, so I don't have to
Yeah.
mess with the edges.
yeah.
I don't know.
Kinds of things to do.
That takes away the easy part of it and makes it the more
Yeah, it does.
because this dress you can make in a day. There's nothing to it. It's
What's
just
the, what's the pattern number?
It's Quixo 4260.
4260. If they have it in large Marge, I'll get it.
Well,
like it.
it goes.
it a gold
They sized it from extra small to extra large. And the first time I made it, I made the medium based on the measurements they gave me on here.
Yeah.
It's enormous on me. It was so
Oh.
big, I didn't even have to make the sleeve bigger, which never happens to me. I always have to
Huh.
increase the sleeve.
It's
So
a
I'm gonna
big
make it
dress.
again
It's a
small.
big one.
But
I
it's
like
super
it.
wide in the shoulders and everything. I mean, it's like way oversized. Way,
Yeah.
way
Wow.
oversized. It's not
Okay.
just extra ease. It is their
It's huge.
measurement. Their measurements for the person do not match the
Oh,
what you
okay.
get. You know, like
Easy
something's not
for you.
right there, but so anyway, that's what I'm working on. But then I also have this, which is one of the tencils that were in the denims, and I have a solid that's the same thing. But then I feel like it would need one more thing. Like I would need some
Yeah.
more color to go with
It's
it.
very pretty, but yeah, it needs some little something.
What about that orange?
The weight's wrong.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Mhm.
And then after that, I'm gonna make this T-shirt,
Oh,
which
good.
Ooh,
Who
they
else
already-
is making this one?
That
they
one's
already
26.
yeah.
7,600.
Yep.
Somebody else yesterday brought that top up.
I mean, what's the
got it.
pad? Is it McCall's? I can't see it.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
all 7,600.
Thank you. That's cute.
And I've made a ton of T-shirts like this in mixed media, so
And
Mm,
that's easy and
It's-
mixed, yeah.
it's just a matter of finding fabrics that want to play nicely together. You
yeah.
run into a little bit trouble on your knits sometimes that they don't want to seam without making a ripple when you
Oh,
serge
yeah.
them. And what I found after doing like 50 of these different kinds of things over the years, sometimes it's easier to just make yourself a big rectangle, like put your three things together in a rectangle and then cut out your pattern out of it.
That's a
Because
great.
then you don't
I didn't
have to mess
understand that
with
at
it
all.
not matching up exactly. Like when you put knit, like say we've got 1, 2, 3 different knits,
Yeah.
sometimes one won't join nicely to two without making a ripple.
Right.
So instead of trying to cut the pattern pieces and make it all fit exactly, I just cut wide strips. Like I measure whatever that is, like, maybe it's 12 inches. I cut a 12-inch wide strip of that and whatever I need of that and whatever I need of that. And almost like a quilt top, I just make myself a big rectangle that's oversized and I seam them. And then that way I can cut my pattern piece out as one full pattern piece. And I can avoid the parts where
Are you
it's not.
saying that
we
you're
didn't
just
place
doing
it
the
right.
opposite of normal? You're
Yeah.
putting it together before you cut it out?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that I
then-
got.
Clever.
And then I make myself a separate pattern piece where I just piece them together,
Mhm.
and trace it as one and draw the lines.
Good.
Because that's kind of how you do if you want to take a plain pattern and make it into this, you can do the same thing too.
Yeah.
Like if you have a t-shirt that fits, you don't have to start fresh. You can start with a t-shirt that already fits you and just
Mm.
make
Yep.
yourself 3 pieces or 4 pieces or whatever you're going to do, and then cut it out as one.
Yep.
And that helps. You can adjust. There's only so much you can adjust on the differential on your serger to get it perfect if your two knits won't play nicely together.
Yeah. Clever.
Awesome tip. Yeah, very
Well,
fun.
and I did make one. I was working on this last week, and I finished it over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, pretty.
Love it.
And that's that's this Vogue pattern that I played with and changed
Oh,
Oh,
on.
so nice.
It's kind of weird. I haven't worn it yet because it got cool here. We'll see how I like it when it warms up. The hem was like a real bear because it's like that weird shaped hem.
Yeah.
And I wound
It's
up,
not knit.
yeah,
that looks
this
like
is
a knit,
ITY. It's
Yeah.
ITY. I wound up using that Soak Easy stuff on every single hem. I used like 5 yards of
Yeah.
it.
That
Yeah.
stuff is so good.
It made the hem lay nice and play nice and fold up nicely, but I hope I didn't waste it. I hope this dress is wearable and I haven't wasted all that usable.
It's really cute. I love the fabric
is.
combinations.
Mhm.
I just went with plain black and white because I couldn't find
Yeah.
colors that I like together, but I have
Okay.
trouble with polka dots. When I see polka dots, I think clown, and I have.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
but that's not. That's
Not even
subdued.
but it
That's not
doesn't
the
look
same.
clown.
No, no.
I don't know. We'll see. When it'll warm up again later this week, and then I'll wear it, and I'll see if I feel foolish or if I feel like
Oh,
I'm wearing.
You don't feel
marvelous.
foolish. No worries.
No, it's cute.
Oh,
Well, thank you.
So
Darn.
are you've now
bet-
got two dresses that are kind of on the, the bigger side with no fitting. Is that kind of what you're going towards, or you just happen to be going that direction right now?
In North Carolina, this time of year, it'll be like 98 degrees and
Yeah.
98% humidity. You
Oh.
cannot wear
Anything
fitted
touching
clothes.
you.
no
Yeah.
clingy.
I got it.
No cling.
The other day when you were talking about it was 85 degrees outside and it felt too hot to walk.
Yep.
We wait till it cools off to 85 and then we go for a walk. We're like, woo, it's so nice. It's
Wow.
85.
Wow, you'd like it. You'd like it here. It's been in the 40s here.
Oh, Lord.
Nice.
Cold
Yeah, we
again.
picked it up to the 70s today from the 40s.
Oh yeah, I don't. Not feeling it yet.
No, I'm not either. The windows are still closed.
Yeah, it's damp.
All right. Awesome share, Dara. Anybody else have inspiration?
I guess my mind is just going all over the place. Just, when I think of mixed media, I don't think of just, I guess I think of fabric differences, like
Uh-huh.
more like what you were doing, Andrea, the fabric, like the cords and the whatever, that all the different things. But my mind is going all over the place because I'm also thinking of embellishments and I don't know, leathers and I don't know, just it's going
Stuff.
everywhere. So trying to narrow it down right now is trying to figure out what would I make in clothing for mixed
Mm.
media is yeah.
What would you wear that was mixed media?
Well,
where
that's just it. There's not and a lot of mixed media, what I've been looking at, I've been trying to research it, and so much of it looks like the upcycle. So,
Oh,
so I know we're going to be doing that, it's,
Mhm.
after this, I think. So I'm just trying to narrow it down and figure
Yeah.
out what would work for me, in clothing. Mostly structured would work better for me with, something like that. So I don't know.
You could always too embellish the pockets on something so it's not too crazy.
Yeah.
Like Sally was kind of thinking of.
And Casey has the ultimate embellished pocket, right? With the dragonfly on it.
Well, I think of Dara, what she did with the the bathrobe. It's like the mind goes out here.
yeah.
And I don't want to do the bathrobe. I don't want to do that. But my mind is more like you know, a lot of different things, but just put them together so they look good. And so just trying to figure out what would do that. Yeah.
One of my favorite things that I've never actually done is when they just do, you know, you've got like something very simple, a simple garment in one color, and then all the embellishment is under a piece of organza.
Yeah.
Like there's a
Yeah.
panel on the back, or the pocket is done like same fabric, but then the organza goes over it, and then there's like the little bit of stitching. And I always want to do something like that. And then when I get to one of these projects, I'm like, it's the wrong time of year. I would just ruin that. Like,
Mm.
you know me,
Yeah.
if I can't make it in a day, I'm like, oh, this project is taking forever.
Yeah. And I haven't gotten the last one done. So, so
I
yeah.
haven't gotten the last 5 done.
So yeah, there's some things like I really like I like the Madeira technique for embroidery, and I like, you know, leather in pieces, and I just weaving. And so I want to put things that I like in whatever this is, but again, I don't want it to be so overdone that it looks ridiculous either. You know, to mix and match, but to make it look right. Yeah.
I think if you stay with the same, you know, like the floral, and then go with the floral that Andrea has, and then go with something that goes with the colors in it. I did a really nice jacket years ago, mixed media, and I had a plaid, and then I went with different colors that were in that. It looks so good.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
we'll see.
It'll come
But
to
my
you.
mind's all over the place right now. So
Yeah.
Come to you. I
Okay,
think
so-
it's a lot of fun to do what Dara did too, and just gather everything, right? Kind of like a palette, and just play with it. to
Yeah,
see-
you audition.
Yeah, audition.
Yeah. Yep, totally.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
fabric
Okay.
audition.
Who
Oh.
else has something to share?
Okay, so I've got 2 of them that I'm thinking of, and I think I've shown you guys, I know I've shown you the one, but I don't know who to, so using, I mean, it's not that terribly fascinating, but it's still mixed media, so it's using that pattern. Some of you guys remember this, having that
oh,
pattern,
I've got that one too. Yeah.
and I kind of liked I just liked, did you make this, Joanne?
Not yet. I keep
Okay.
looking at it though. That was one I was thinking of for
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
And so far, I haven't got it, I can tell that I haven't got it cemented in my brain for sure, but being the top part, just good old, this is just good old cotton,
Yeah,
okay? Just a good old structured cotton would be on the top to be strong enough to hold it to, you know, to this one.
yeah.
So it got these 2 together then.
Yeah. Nice.
That's one of them. So I don't know.
You know what would be pretty too is where the seams meet, some pretty ribbon with either a bright yellow or a red in
Oh,
it.
it needs something, it needs another something. I'm just saying, so far, I got these 2 that I went, oh, okay, they can work together, you know,
Oh,
they're,
yeah.
it's like I'm saying, like what you guys are saying, I'm kind of seeing that, I kind of can see it, you know, when you kind of get the gathers going. I
What
can-
color are those, Doreen? What color are those? I can't
What color?
tell. Uh-huh.
They are this one is like a brownish and a dark, yeah, light and medium brown.
Oh,
Oh,
And then this is just a pure kind of brownish with a little hint of, is it a little hint of gray? Yeah, a little hint of gray in there.
oh.
it looks
Okay, it
black.
looks like black and white.
Yeah, it
No,
does.
it's not. No, it's not at all black and white.
Mm,
Well, that's
So-
a really good pattern for layering for this time of year. Like, you know, if you go out and it's a little bit chilly, you can put that on.
Yeah, and I
Like to
have
look at
found,
that, we have that too.
yeah, see, I found what you're just saying. I found already that at first I'm going, do I, you know, because I've got like 2 or 3 things to put over me, just as a little sweater thing. And I'm finding every single night I need something to put on. I don't want to
Yeah.
put on a whole huge big sweater or anything like that. I just need something over the top. So
Mhm.
it could be that I might be wearing a ton of these guys. So I don't have any problem making this, but like whoever said, I think Cheryl said, something else in there. I just don't know what else, but you know, I have to play with it. So, but that's one of them. And the second one was meant more for a different season. I just made, I finished, this is the top that, I don't see the pattern right offhand, but this is that pattern.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I did finish this guy this morning. I finished that. So that's the one I'm talking about, okay?
Yeah.
With that insert in the back. So considering that, then if you can see, this is a ribbing and it's this is good old Walmart ribbing. So it's very lightweight. It's that pink with some speckles in it. I think you can see the speckles.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I think as the insert, I'm thinking this guy here is
Mm.
this is a, is this a no, this is just a silky. So,
It's a pink background also?
yep, they
Mm.
both have pink backgrounds. So this is gray specks in it, and this has black specks in it. So that's kind of what that's just my other attempt so far. So the ability to put that in between the sweater, just, I mean, yeah, you know, so I don't know.
I like
That's
the
just,
other one.
so this one this one you don't think so hot so far, huh?
I don't know. It's
Not so
just
much?
my taste. It's too soft for me. I like that.
No, I think it's pretty, but it's hard to tell, like just over Zoom.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too hard over Zoom. So I guess I'll kind of decide. I mean, I think I've got this one sort of in, but I'm gonna go over to Joann's and to see, I gotta make a trip over there because they've got the most embellishment, ribbons and all that kind of sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's not set in stone, but I have been staring at this guy for a while, so I might just do it. I mean, why not try it once? Why not try it?
It'll
Until I
feel
get in.
better. Yeah. it'll be
That's
good.
where I'm at.
Okay, how about you, Kim? You said you have fabric, but you're not sure about the pattern?
Right. I have no idea what I'm making. I have this stripe
Ooh, okay,
that I'm gonna make. It's 2 yards of this.
all right.
And then I have a matching knit.
Ooh.
Mm.
Could you put it together?
Yeah, I'm putting it together.
Ready.
No, can we see it together? Can you put
Oh.
both up? Yeah.
Uh,
I get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, same color family. That's good.
mhm. Yeah, I've had these fabrics for 17 years.
Oh,
They were a Walmart that I got.
oh, my-
For
really? You
$1.
remember that?
Well, I still had the tag on them, the ticket
Oh,
on
my
there.
word.
They were, because I laundered them last night. They were $1 a yard.
Wow.
They were not a bundle because they didn't even
Can
have
I-
bundles back then.
Oh, wow.
So
Can I see it? I had to miss it. I had to get the
Oh,
what'd you say, Cheryl? You need to see it again?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
looking, she's bringing it up.
these are the two
talk so I
fabrics.
can talk so you get big. Kim,
Yeah, these are the two fabrics.
Oh, oh. Love the pink in it. A dollar a yard.
Yeah, it was 2 yards of this one and there's 3 yards of this. And I
Wow.
like this is a knit and it's a closed weave. So it works really good. So you can't see through it, which is great.
It's stable.
So,
It looks stable then.
so I really kind of like it, but I just can't figure out what I want to make. So
Yeah, you and everyone else. We're all a little stuck.
So I was okay when we were in, it was, wintertime and we were doing stuff because I had an ideal, but now, not so much.
I'll make something great out of it in the end. We're just a little stymied right now.
Well, we've made everything. So it's like,
We haven't done shorts yet.
oh, but
Suzanne,
I don't wear shorts.
Really?
How about,
No.
how
What do
about,
you wear?
pajamas.
what about skirts? Do you wear skirts?
I've bought 2 skirts and I haven't worn them yet, and I've had them for about 4 years.
I'm sorry, but what do you wear then? If you're in the
How
hot
about
weather?
capris? How about
Yeah.
capris?
I have a dozen capris. I mean,
Ah,
Love them.
yeah.
I love-
I don't own a capri.
Mm.
Really?
No, no, just haven't.
Yeah.
Or
worn-
as we used to call them in the old days, pedal pushers.
Yeah.
What's the
Really?
difference between pedal pusher and a knicker? What's a knicker?
Oh,
Oh,
knicker. I haven't.
Knickers are up to your knees.
And they have usually like a
band.
band around it, the bottom.
I
Yeah.
think they're cute.
Yeah.
I used to have a
Boy.
pair of wool-clad knickers that I wore with heels, and it was the 80s.
No.
Wow. Secret styling.
No, I'm looking it up because I'm not sure I've heard this term,
She
knicker.
was
Oh, think
styling.
of
Knickers is
Andrea, don't you
old
have a
time from
knicker,
like the-
a knickers pattern?
think of the
Andrea?
think of the boys, late 1800s,
Yeah.
early 1900s,
Yeah.
and what the boys wore when they were young. Think of it that way.
I
Or
saw
the 1700s, the men.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is something that Payne Stewart would wear on the golf.
They wear 'em. Golf,
Yeah,
That's Payne Stewart. That's what the knickers
Yes.
are. That's okay.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, now I'm seeing, oh my gosh.
Don't you remember the Bay
It's fun
City
looking.
Rollers?
I
They
never
were-
wore knickers. Do I remember what? I'm sorry, Dara.
The Bay City Rollers. They were a pop
Oh,
band
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
like, Ireland or Scotland or somewhere over there, and they wore knickers.
Yeah.
Never wore them. Just didn't even know.
Yep.
look at
Yeah,
that.
there you go. Yeah,
Cute.
Deborah pulled them up. Yep, there they are.
Oh
They're
my God. I see
adorable.
more of them. Holy crap. No, I'm not, we're not putting that on the
For that
cycle.
fashion in the 80s.
We're not wearing, we're not making,
Go for it,
Go
Dara.
ahead.
No knickers.
Cute.
Nope. Go right ahead. I'll just, I'll carry on with something else.
Oh, goodness. Okay, who else has fabric? Do you have anything picked out, Lynn?
Lynn.
Lynn, you're
Lynn,
mute.
I got
Uh-oh,
the,
there
I
she
got the
is.
roadblock.
I thought you were doing fake fur, Lynn, for a minute
My little bunny rabbit.
there.
Oh,
That seersucker fabric to make the little sundress, and then I was going to embellish it. And I thought, before I cut that out, I've got yards and yards of this fabric I don't like. And it's just hard. It's kind of really youthful for me. So I cut it out.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
What kind of fabric is that?
knit, not
Okay.
very stretchy, just a little bit of
right.
Yeah.
And it was huge. So I took in the back that much. Oof.
What
Uh,
is this?
If you could tell, the back was too big, the front was too low.
Oh
there's
boy.
everything.
Wow.
That's that
What were-
skylark pattern I'm working with.
Yes.
Oh,
And then I was
Lazy
going to
daisy
embellish
dress.
around the bodice or something, and So I took it in and I put some darts and I did all this stuff and I redrafted it and I recut it and I
Oh,
basted
Lord.
it together. And now the
But-
back is longer than the front by an inch. And the back is almost down towards my waist, so I've got to sort that out. I thought, how could I possibly be having some-
You'll be cool.
Oh, yeah. I have scars on my back and I like to keep them covered, so I raised the back up anyway. So anyway, when I get this pattern sorted out of the, and I have 4 yards of this, so I can make this top all week long if I have to. This thing is so low because it only goes to here. I don't know if you can see how low. Lucy, getting up. And then you have little tabs here. So I mean, that's like, really?
Oh.
A cami underneath it will work.
My heart sing.
A little camisole, that's all you need, Lynn.
Yeah, for these adorable little tabs, they kind of
Yeah.
make the
Yeah.
interest.
Looks
I'm
like a
sorry,
little
is this
goddess
your
dress.
multimedia thing?
Yeah, that's right, Joanne.
So anyway, I've got, that would be cute with like what do
Okay.
they call an epaulette here or something.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do the seersucker after I get this sorted out. And I haven't worn seersucker in forever, and it doesn't wrinkle,
Mhm.
and it'll be a great sundress. But I
It'll
think,
be nice
own
and
seersucker.
cool.
yeah, I got to get there first. So I'm working hard on getting there. I haven't even got a bag. I've got everything I need sitting here except for time. We had another friend's mother pass away with an undefined illness, and it seems like every time I turn around, it's like, oh my gosh. Now you got
Yeah.
to put life on hold and, do other things, another memorial, another visit the family, and oh my goodness.
Sorry to hear that.
So, yes, what a shame, like the world, all these, and the worst part was when they took her to the emergency room in an ambulance, they wouldn't give her any pain medication. So she was
Mhm.
like 2 days and she couldn't get out of bed, she couldn't move, and then she died in her sleep. And they never even gave her one pain pill. They told her to take
Oh.
aspirin and go home. They wouldn't admit her. It was just horrible.
No.
The lady next door that's 100 for a year has been in hospice and she has no aches or pains.
Yeah.
Life is weird.
Yeah, go figure. And it just breaks my heart because Barb's husband died about 9 months ago from pancreatic cancer, and he was in
Oh.
terrible pain for months. And then it just doesn't seem fair. The hospital wouldn't admit her or give her any pain medication. It's, everybody's. And then she died on the day before her granddaughter's graduation, and they had this
Aw.
house. I mean, nothing was good.
Oh,
But it sucks up all your time, and then you come back to the sewing room and think, oh, I started this, I've got phase bag, I want to get that going before Thursday, I've got roadblock.
My life.
yeah. It sounds like the world's telling you to hit pause.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a good balance for you, Lynn. Kind of
And
gets
you
you
had a
out of
good
the
time.
heavy-duty stuff.
You had good time with visitors, I hope.
Oh, fabulous, it was
Good,
wonderful.
good,
And
good,
good.
Good.
pitched in and helped. I thought I was gonna just wear me out and send me into a coma. But it was, 6 people in your house for 7
Right.
nights is a lot.
A lot.
It's a lot. But everybody was wonderful and laughed and had a good time and spent tons of I think they were in the pool a couple days from dawn to past midnight.
It's great.
Well, I figured you were done with the visitors since your table had stuff all over it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that tiny anymore. I just want my doors in so my room looks tiny. And I got an email and they said, we're on schedule. You'll be hearing from us soon. And that's 10 days ago.
Oh. That's a big window.
Yeah.
So, I'm piddling along and I don't know. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, by Thursday, I'll have the first half of that bag done. So I haven't even cut it out, but I have everything I need. I have the foam, I have the zipper, I've got the fabric, I've got the binding, I have everything here.
Good.
Hmm.
And by luck, I even have a beautiful zipper match,
Very nice.
but I don't have a lining. So I thought, oh, so now I guess I have to find a lining. But I've got plenty of places to look.
Yes. Hang in there,
I
Lynn.
think this bag might be good to do in like a oilcloth or something on the inside.
Absolutely.
That,
Mm.
that would be nice, make a nice makeup bag, some kind of oil. Uh-oh, somebody's at the front door. There's gonna be a lot, put you on mute. There's gonna be a lot of barking.
All right. How about you, Deborah? Were you aware we were doing the mixed media? Do you have?
This is my first time tuning in, so I wasn't aware of what you've been doing or what, but I ran and I grabbed a dress I'd made a while back. This one is just, let's see, can you see?
Oh, that is.
This is a stretch polyester. And it's fitted, it's got 2 tucks front on the,
Yeah.
maybe I should say, I mean,
Yeah, that's good.
okay, so there's 2 tucks to give it shape in the front, another 2 tucks in the back to give it some shape. And then I had this really stretchy lace,
That's pretty.
and I decided to put the sleeves in with this
That's
stretchy lace.
cute. It,
Yeah,
ma-
Nice.
it makes the white pop in the print.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, yeah, it brings out
Do
the
you have
white.
the pattern nearby? Do you have the
Pardon?
pattern- no, do you have the pattern nearby at all?
Yes, 1 second.
Sure.
Some enchanted evening.
I
There
found
may be a stranger.
Okay,
oh, wow.
Cute.
I've
That's
never
cute.
seen that one.
Connie Crawford, yeah.
an old one, but here you can see the tucks.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
And you can make it, well, you know, just an A line or with the tucks, which give it the neat shaping.
Mm.
Then, now what's her name? Right there. Oh, I can't see your name, but one of you had the blue fabric with the flowers that you were going to be working with.
Tyra.
Maybe me.
No, and I had made this dress using that fabric, so it's just a big
I like
swing,
that.
Oh,
Oh,
big
nice.
swing dress with that
But you
fabric.
could also belt it up.
yeah.
Yes.
It's not quite so swingy because I don't like the hugeness, but I like the belting.
Right.
Is that
And-
old?
I just recently made this in 2 different fabrics.
Oh,
Pretty.
This
That's
also had this surprisingly low neckline.
Okay,
And
607.
The second time I made it, I meant to raise the neckline and I forgot. But it's a really attractive, flattering one.
That is the kind of dress I want. 60. Is this
And you
old?
can do the color blocking.
Mhm.
Is that an
That's a
older
nice
new
way
one
to
though,
do it.
Deb? Deb, is that an older new one?
This one is, I only made it not long ago. So it should be available.
Good, good. I like it. Yeah, that is really flattering.
So that's what I've been up to. It'll take me too long to run to the closet and get everything.
Deb, we're doing mixed media the whole month of June.
Okay.
So it's like whatever we're planning now, it could take us a month to do it.
That's on Tuesdays, Deborah. And then on Thursday, we're sewing a little zipper bag. And then on Friday, we just share all our projects. We also have a quilt lesson on Friday morning too. So
Okay.
there's quite a bit going on. Have you found the main Element 3 schedule page?
Well, I just did sign up just today and my, through GroupWorks, which
Yeah.
is part of the Element 3.
Right.
What do you call it? A forum that I've been following is now on the Element 3. So I signed up for several, maybe 6 classes.
Oh,
They're
good.
always on Tuesdays. So
Nice.
well, no, they're Tuesday, they're Wednesdays.
Okay.
I
So
forget
with
when they are.
Ramona.
yeah.
With Ramona.
What? Oh, yes, Ramona.
Mm.
Perfect.
Yes. So
So
she's
you're-
got zippers coming up and.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Stitchers Collective or something like that.
Yeah.
she's calling it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it said on the confirmation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
But-
Oh,
Well, if
Mhm.
anybody wants a round of applause for me, I actually, ta-da, the Cover Pro, I threaded it yesterday.
All right.
Woo, woo.
Good for you, Doreen.
I was just
Go
like,
have an ice cream.
I really said, no, you gotta just do this because you bought the machine. You don't want to just be too threatened of spending time on this. I
Good.
had to go with I went with the booklet, but then the booklet wasn't good enough. So I got a video of a lady doing it and I watched her really closely and I must have restarted it about a million times, but I still,
course.
because it's all these, on the bottom part, there's so many little things to get it into. And I didn't see it, all these little things to begin with, all these little areas to stick the thread through.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, I went, I think I got this thing threaded. I think I could use this.
When Doreen, a special tip from me, since I've been cover stitching for a
Ever.
long time.
Yeah.
Sometimes your thread doesn't cooperate and you get skip stitches.
Mm.
Sometimes it helps to buy special overlocker or serger needles for your cover stitch machine. And the other thing that really helps is to get Maxi Lock stretch thread for your looper.
Oh.
I don't know why it helps, but it helps. It just, and it's not all fabrics, just some fabrics that are finicky. That's a trick that I've learned over the years.
I got that part, but I didn't have the surgeon. I don't know what kind of needles are from them. So
Yeah, a lot of times the needles they'll give you with your machine are just universal needles,
Oh,
which work on a woven, but hardly anybody cover stitches on a woven. Almost everybody cover stitches on a knit.
Yeah.
So if they gave you the universal ones and it's not working for you, before you throw it out the window or pull all your hair out, switch to
a
overlocker serger needles, and you can buy them like wherever you got the machine should have them.
Would they have them at Joann's or do you have to special order them?
My Joann's doesn't have them,
Okay, maybe
No.
not. I've never.
but my
looked.
local sewing machine stores do have them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what, I mean, when you guys said you don't hem a woven, I guess I haven't thought about it, but you don't hem a woven with on an.
You
on a
could
cover-
if you wanted to, but most people use their cover stitch for hemming knits. That's
Yeah.
the main reason that people buy it, because you retain that full stretch
Right.
on your
Oh.
knits, on your hems.
And
Mm.
then on the, okay. I guess I didn't, oh, okay, I wasn't thinking, yeah.
I mean,
Now,
you might
other-
like on a denim skirt or something like that, you might see it, but
Yeah.
I actually do any place where it's appropriate to have 2 lines of stitching or 3 lines of stitching, depending on what you got. But I do use it some on wovens, but mostly I use it on knit.
I
Like on the
think-
necklines and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So what about the 4th needle way off to the side? I did the 4th needle.
4th needle?
Yep.
You have 3
Oh, no, I'm
needles.
sorry. No. I wasn't, not, let me clarify. I said that wrong. The 4th cone.
That's your looper cone over there on the far side, closest to your hand wheel. That's your looper.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, the 3rd cone over, so it'd be 3 lines of stitching. Do you
You can-
guys go with 3 lines? Do you have to, or can you go with 2?
You can go with one. Most machines you can do 1, which just gives you a single chain stitch, or you can do 2, or you can do 3. And
It's up to
then
you.
your 2, you can choose to do 2 narrow or 2 wide. It's just decorative. It's your choice what you want to do.
Mm.
So the 3 it kind of felt weird doing 3 lines of stitching. 'Cause I've never.
This dress that I just made, I did 3. I often do 3 on ITY. You see there's 3 rows there
Yeah.
Fun.
because it doesn't,
Oh, it's right here.
sometimes when you do 2 and it's a wide stitch, it'll tunnel. It'll like draw those 2
Oh,
lines
yeah.
together and make a little hump.
Mhm.
So on ITY, if I do a wide 2, I'll get tunneling. So I often do a 3, and that's
Oh.
what I did on this.
That's a good tip.
Exciting. Okay, we got 5 minutes left. We need to hear from Suzette.
Oh, I'm
What-
sorry, Suzette. I didn't mean to take time away from you.
It's fine.
What
I'm
are you
I'm thinking of doing this one.
Oh, you brought that one up. I'm so
And
sorry, Suzette. I thought we were done. I'm sorry.
no, that's okay. I've got these 3.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
You did a fantastic pick. I
Yeah,
just
hold
love it.
each one up, Suzette, so we can see them separate. Polka dots.
Just a
I
nice
like that
pattern.
one.
Just a
And
very
this is
cute-
just black.
And with that print, Suzette, like, right, if it was turned one way, they'd look like X's. If it's the other way, they're like
Yeah.
plus sign.
Yeah.
Which way are you thinking?
I
Oh.
haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, is
Well-
that cool looking?
But if it's
They're
a
dress
knit,
fabrics, right?
yeah, if it's a knit, you need to make sure it stretches around the waist,
Yes.
Yeah.
around the body. So whatever you do, do it that
Oh,
way.
Yeah, totally.
It'll have to be this way.
Ah,
Eddie.
That takes
I
care of
like
that
it that
question.
way.
Yep.
Mm,
You did a beautiful job of, those
I
are
was-
so
I was
pretty.
also thinking about maybe making that button down that Joanne and I made before
Mhm.
what?
Oh, yeah.
with these.
I like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I have the black and white, I have the check
pretty.
too.
That's
this
pretty.
one.
I like that.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
like
that
that
out.
fabric.
Oh, is that cute?
Yeah.
At least I know that pattern will come out okay when I make it.
Yeah. and you-
What would you do? Like one side, like one, or like
I
how
don't
would you?
know. I don't know. I didn't know if maybe like collar, but that's not gonna look right. Or the, what do you call the placard button?
Okay.
Black,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the sleeves.
But that's
I
not
don't
a
know.
separate piece. The placard is attached to the shirt, isn't it?
Yeah. That one's just faced, isn't it?
That's just like you. It's a separate facing that goes
Oh,
underneath.
that's right. That's right. I don't know. I just like these together. 'Cause I don't think you can make that pop out of the knit.
It's a little hard to mix knits and wovens.
Mm,
If you do mix knits and wovens, remember to put the knits in the sleeve.
Okay.
That's just
Yeah.
what Peggy Sagers, that's just the thing I heard from her. I listened to her a lot. That's what she said to do. So,
Or I have a shirt where it's like they took the pattern, kind of put it together, and then they made a panel out of the side instead. So you have a back piece, 2 front pieces, and then like side pieces that go under the arm, and that's what's knit.
ah,
So, which is nice. I like those shirts.
When
yeah.
I do tops sometimes where I have a woven on the front and a knit on the back.
Yeah.
And then you just have to be careful when you cut it and sew it. I usually stay stitch or do like a
The
thin
tape?
strip interfacing or something so that the knit one doesn't grow or
Stretch.
stretch.
Right.
Well, these are both woven,
Oh, they are?
but this one's a knit. I
Oh, you
have
have 2 different polka dots. Okay.
one.
Ah,
Ah,
Yeah.
so then you're good. You're good. You know what you could do? You could just do like a band across the middle if it hits you in a
Mm.
flattering place. You know, sometimes like you could do this style on any pattern. You just have to like make yourself some invisible cutting lines and piece it together and make your top out of it.
So when
And you
you
might
do
wanna
that, when you do your rectangles, sew them together first for this one.
yeah.
The pattern pieces are what? 3 separate?
They're going to
pieces?
give you 3 separate pattern pieces, and if your knits are very similar weights and they're stable, it'll usually go together. what I do before I start cutting anything is I cut myself a strip that gives me a lot of stretch, like maybe 2 inches from the bottom of my yardage. And I just sew them together on my serger and see if they'll play nice.
Ah.
Because sometimes you have a great idea and you have great fabrics that go together, but you cannot force them together if they don't want to play nice. So,
But otherwise,
Make
you would
them
just
like-
tape the pattern pieces together and then
Yeah.
cut it out of what you've sewn with your rectangle.
yeah, you mark, take a ruler and mark the 5/8 inch seam allowance. And then line up the seam allowances. If you line up the edges, it's too big. You have to line up the seam allowances. And then I just pin them with straight pins along those lines.
Okay.
Is that a 5/8 seam allowance on that knit shirt? Or is it a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch or, because knits
Never know what
sometimes
mine
do, yeah, sometimes knits decide, the patterns have different seam allowances.
When this is a Nancy Zeman, so it's not newer. Been around for a while, so I suspect it's still 5/8.
It'll be at the very beginning of your pattern instructions, so.
Yeah, seam allowances are 5/8 on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I always, when you're trying to combine knits, I've wasted so much fabric where I thought like these two knits will go together and they don't. You can adjust your differential on your serger to try and get them to play together nicely, but it doesn't always work. There's a little trial and error on knits, putting them together to get them to cooperate.
Those knits can be so clicky. They don't want to mix with other knits.
It's really just a question of like one's more stretchy than the other. And it helps to put the stretchier one down so that your feed dogs will squish it up more as it's coming through. But sometimes they lay nice together. And then when you put them on your sewing machine and you start going, they're like, and
Oh,
they're not lining up anymore and you're pulling your hair out.
you're scaring me again to work with knits.
It's only when you're trying to mix two different ones. If you go to Joann's and find like two that are the same, like they feel the same, they look the same, they're the same price, they're just different colors, they will probably be happy friends.
I got all three of mine in the same area. I think it's the same Galleria.
Yeah,
Oh,
then
geez, that's-
it might be really
That's
easy.
nice.
Just cut yourself some pieces about 12 inches long and try and sew them together on the straight cut and see if they do that. If they do that, you're probably going to be fine.
Okay.
What good advice.
Lots of information. Hello,
Is
Faye.
that-
I'll give you
I
a
have-
chance to say hello real quick before we say goodbye.
Well, I just want to say goodbye. I'll see you Thursday. I had
Is
an,
that I may make your top. I like that top so much. I've had it for so long. Now it's two people have brought that pattern up again. I'm going, darn it, that's about the easiest one to, you kind of almost have to, I mean, if you're going to use that, you're going to use different fabrics. I mean,
oh, which top? The one that I'm making?
this, maybe it's you, Faye, that one.
No,
No,
No.
that's not fake.
Okay.
No, she's making a different one. It's similar, but it's different. It's
yeah. It's
Oh,
actually
yeah,
that
that's right.
woman.
Are you gonna do mixed media, Faye?
Yeah, as soon as I figure, if we had more time, I would show you. I made 3 or 4 great things in mixed media and
Oh,
didn't
wow.
realize it.
Do you have it? Is it right there?
I can get it out of my closet in about 30 seconds.
Okay, we're counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But while Faye's doing that, I made a decision. I'm going with 3 prints.
Oh, nice.
okay.
Man, I really like that center one. You can have a lot of fun with that. Okay, raise your hand if you're still undecided.
Undecided about participating?
No, or just about exactly what you're gonna do. Still deciding? Still deciding. Okay.
Okay.
All right, she's arrived. Let me make you big. Go, it's fast.
I told this jacket.
Wow.
It's
Oh
a
my God.
sweatshirt.
Goodness, Faye.
This,
Holy moly.
it's a sweatshirt jacket. What
How
happened is
cute.
I covered it
I
in
want
this.
it. If you weren't such a petite
cute.
little thing, I'd take it myself.
I didn't realize I was fashionable because I've never been that fashionable. But when I was with
Did you
some-
make that, Faye? Did you cover the sweatshirt with fabric?
Yes, I cut down
Ah.
the
Oh,
sweatshirt.
good
fit,
idea.
And I make
Good
it fit, and I use the ribbing from the bottom
Yeah.
around the
Ah.
top
Yeah.
edges.
Yeah.
And on the cuffs, I have little sweatshirt cuffs, and the
Uh-huh.
bottom I just hemmed.
Yeah.
Foo-foo, you were
So
foo-foo.
So I do, when I get around to it, I can sew. And
Yeah.
sweatshirt jackets, you remember when they were the in thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This
Yeah.
is another one where I made little zip, these are actual workable little pockets. And this is a Sashiko design in gold thread to match the fabric.
Mhm.
And I put facings and piping on it.
Nice.
So I guess
Nice.
that's mixed media.
That's really pretty.
And this was when I first learned you could make something besides home decks like draperies or clothes. And this is a Judy Murrah jacket.
Whoa.
Holy moly.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. That one's cute. I
Wow.
like that one. Yeah, that's
This
cute.
has pin weaving, and then I also did some
Yeah.
beading. That's all hand beaded.
Faye.
Cute.
Wow.
Okay, now you're showing your stuff. My God, lady.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty. I like that.
So this was the most fun project ever.
That was, have you ever worn that one?
Yeah, I've worn it. I don't know what size I was. This was 20 years ago. I don't know if I'm fatter or thinner. Let's see.
Look
Oh, good,
at,
I was fatter then.
oh my, wow.
That's cute.
What
That's
did
really
you wear
pretty.
with it?
That's pretty.
You could
Does
What
it
did you wear with
close?
it?
Does it close on the front or is it just,
I've got a button.
you've got a button? Okay. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
did you wear with it, Faye?
Oh, that's just pretty.
What I would wear with it, I would wear probably mostly black because these are weird colors. And,
No, I love
a
that.
lot of the Judy Murrah jackets are very bright. And of course, it took me 2 hours to find 4 fabrics, but that's the way I am in a quilt shop.
That's
But I
insane.
was really happy with it. It was such fun.
Yeah.
Insane.
Looks like it.
And that's yeah, that's a lot.
That is cool.
Yeah, this took weeks,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
that's-
pretty. I like that. Yeah.
Little
I
by
made
little.
so similar to that.
So,
Yay, good
and
job.
you know what? I just had a thought on Threads years ago when you showed the bomber jacket. They had made a bomber jacket out of a non-conventional fabric. They had done it with a sheer dressy fabric.
Uh-huh.
I have a piece of burnout silk. And I think I'm going to talk to Cynthia. I don't know where I can get ribbing, I guess from the Fabric Workshop or one of those places in California or maybe New York, where I can get some binding, like sweatshirt binding.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't use anything from Joann's on a silk. It's too low end. I wouldn't, so I might do that because a bomber jacket made out of that and with the cuffs and stuff. would be-
Yeah.
So I've had the fabric. The guy was mad at the owner. So he gave us a really good price on that. My friend and I split what was left of the bowl.
Oh my gosh, that was a great share, Faye. Totally worth the wait while you ran the 30 seconds to the closet. I think I've made up my mind based upon Faye's share. Then I'm going to do the jacket because
Yes.
that's really calling to me. I may not have it done in time, but I don't need to wear it right now.
Yeah.
But that's what I want to do.
Because I just did a Deb Can-Am piece. We made a jeans jacket using 4 different fabrics, 4 or 5 different fabrics. I think I showed that to you back then.
I'm going to go with this pattern based on Dara's recommendation.
Good.
I love bomber jackets.
Now I want McCall's to go on sale now
They go on Thursday.
at
Thursday?
Joanne.
Joanne's on Thursday it starts.
Thank
Oh, okay.
goodness. Good. Because I'm gonna get that pattern, hopefully of her, of Deb's it. Hopefully it's not out of stock or whatever.
Are there any patterns on sale today?
Not at Hobby Lobby, that's what I was just looking at.
Isn't Simplicity and Quick Sew still on sale at Joann's
I think that ended yesterday.
ended.
yesterday?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it just McCall's?
They usually,
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's right.
it would,
That's all right. I'll have to head over there and get that pattern.
All right, I can see your wheels are turning. Thank you all for the great shares, and thank you, Deborah, for joining us. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and we will see you again.
Thank
And
you.
then, so tomorrow you have your Stitchers Collective, and then Thursday morning is Phase Project. Friday morning is Quilting with Tina, which she just emailed me the details, so I'll get that posted and share with you all today. And then Friday afternoon, of course, Sew and Tell.
Chit chat.
Are we supposed to have our quilt tops done by Friday?
Actually, I wouldn't stress out about that because like we were doing our own thing, right? But now we have guidance. So I would just come and be focused on what Tina's going to teach us. You know,
Okay.
so you don't have to rush. Yeah, I told her just leave some time that they may want to share what they have been working on, but now she's going to take over with that. So we'll have a teacher.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you all. Have a good day.
Those guys.
Thank you.
Bye.